Ready to get the fit body of your dreams? Welcome to the FITBODY podcast. I'm Lohre, an IFBB fitness pro, certified personal trainer, and nutrition coach. Back in 2004, I created one of the world's first online personal training programs and have helped thousands of women transform their bodies and their lives online ever since. I've been featured in fitness magazines worldwide and even competed on American Ninja Warrior. But my passion is helping women love both how they look and how they feel through balanced workouts and healthy eating. Welcome to the FITBODY podcast. Usually, when I do these podcasts, I'm talking about health and fitness topics that are specific to my online personal training clients or to women who want to get to their personal best. Today, I'm going to go a bit off topic, but still very related to women's health. So most of you know that I have been involved with fitness for years and years. So I'm a women's fitness expert. I do online personal training. I'm a pioneer in that category. I've been on American Ninja Warrior, and I am an IFBB fitness pro. What you may or may not know is that I'm also a 2-time breast cancer survivor. I faced the harrowing ordeal of hearing that diagnosis not once, but twice, and only a year and a half apart. The first time, I was 46. I was scared, and I didn't know what to do. When it came a second time, I was better equipped, really, and I realized that this challenge, perhaps even a calling, was something that I needed to share. I needed to tell my journey, and I'm really hopeful that my story becomes a beacon for other women. The silver lining in my story? Both times I detected my cancer early, while it was still stage 1. This early detection gave me a 5-year survival rate over 95%. Now, how is this achievable? It's through self-breast examinations. This simple practice, I truly believe, saved my life. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. For those of you that are not aware, a self-breast examination involves both visually and tactilely examining your breasts for any changes or abnormalities. While many breast changes are harmless, these self-checks can help identify problems that do require medical attention. The key here is consistency. The more familiar you are with your breasts, the easier it becomes to spot changes. So there's an optimal time for these check-ins, about 3 to 5 days after your period begins. And that's when those hormone levels are at their lowest, making it easiest to detect some abnormalities or changes. I personally mark the first day of the month as my self-examination day. For those of you that are perimenopausal or are postmenopausal, choose a day that's easy to remember and stick with that. So that's what I do. I choose the first day of the month and I stick with it. If you're having your cycle still, try to do it 3 to 5 days before you expect your period to begin. A good self-breast examination consists of 3 individually separate parts: the visual inspection, your standing examination, and then your lying down examination. So you want to first start standing in front of a mirror and basically looking at your breasts. So check for lumps, bumps, divots, changes in the consistency of your skin. Visually is actually where I found my first cancerous lump. I was standing in front of a mirror changing. I raised my arm overhead and saw just a very small bump or change in the skin underneath at the very base bottom of my breast. So you want to look for changes in the size, in the shape, and in the color of your breast. Go all the way around, make sure both sides, and rotate back and forth so you can really see the side of your breast. Lift up so you can see underneath as well. So you do a visual examination first to see if you can spot anything. From there, you're going to do a standing examination. So it can be really helpful to use a mirror to keep track, but basically you're going to take your hand, take your fingertips, and you're going to gently go around the edges of your breast. So it's nice to start at the top, like at the 12 o'clock position, and to feel with 2 fingers in a circle around, all the way on the outside around the edges of your breast. So make sure, I even try to go a touch inside where breast tissue is. So it's almost like the top of your pec, and you're rotating down and feeling all the way around. And you want to go in concentric circles. So you're going to go outside and work your way into your nipple, feeling for individual lumps, bumps, changes, anything that feels different as you go. So you do that standing up. What I find helpful too is to do that standing up in front of a mirror, and then also in the shower. It's soap and water in the shower make it significantly easier for you to find those lumps and bumps. So with my second cancer diagnosis, what I found on the left side, I found in the shower as I was kind of doing an exam there to feel individual lumps. And that's when I found the second lump. So you've done a visual inspection. You're standing, you're looking, seeing for changes. Then you do a standing examination where you're palpating and feeling your breast. Then you want to do it as well laying down. So when you lay down, that's going to help spread the breast tissue. I know it kind of goes to the side sometimes. But when your breast tissue spreads out like that, it gives you more space, and you can feel things differently. So arm position as well. So when you're laying down, try with your arms down, and then reach your arms up over your head. And that's going to give you more space to really feel any of those differences. So if you feel something, or if you detect something that's unusual during your check-in, the first thing you end up doing, the first thing I did, at least with when I've had lumps and bumps in the past, was, you really get worried about it. The good news is that most things are benign. Most things are just cystic changes or just different masses that kind of come and go with your cycle with hormones. So don't freak out, stay calm with it. Most things are really not cancer, but changes, whether it's a lump or skin puckering or even some kind of pain, take all of that to your doctor. So your gynecologist or your GP, gynecologist in particular is where I have always felt most comfortable talking about those kind of breast exams. But they will help you and can do another breast exam for you, and will send you for imaging if that's needed. So you have to be your own advocate though. Knowing your body, knowing what's normal for you and what's not is what will help you with that early detection. You definitely want to continue mammograms and ultrasounds if needed, MRIs if your doctor suggests those. But start with a monthly breast exam, and that's going to give you both a baseline of what your breast tissue typically feels like. It's also going to help you identify any small changes that are happening. So on my website at julielohre.com, I have a breast examination guide that will help take you through all of these steps. So be sure to head on over to my site and check out one of the freebies where you can download your PDF today. All right, thank you for joining me for this episode of the FITBODY podcast. Thank you for joining me on the FITBODY podcast. Looking forward to sharing more health and fitness information with you soon. Want more information about my online personal training for women or the world's best supplements and protein powder? Check out fitbody.com for more info.